Remote collections, I mean, they're targeted. They can be limited to certain devices. You can take one analyst and make them very efficient because now they can handle several remote collections at once and be more productive for that client for a timely manner. There's other nuances there too. I'm sure Brad could throw in a few examples of when it makes more sense to do remote. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, there are several instances where remote collections makes a lot of sense, where there's a high security facility where they only allow employees or certain vendors into that location, and we can just send them that encrypted drive, and they can hook it up to their equipment, and we can get what they need for the collection in a very easy and secure manner. So that simplifies the process for them. And of course, there are certain locations that can be very expensive to get to, and if you have multiple locations, it doesn't make sense to send everyone an analyst to all those different locations and make those travel charges really explode for just a simple collection where there's maybe only 5 or 10 custodians.
I think about some of what you're saying there because I can think of several times in even the recent past where trying to get a bunch of different custodians together, even though they work for the same company, but trying to get them together to show up at one place at the same time on the same date, same location. It seems like it's getting harder and harder to do, especially when some of those employees of the client are remote.
Or working from a location outside of the country where they can't really travel. You can get collections done across border. You can get them all across where the data lies in their organization.
Brad, that's a good point. When you have data all across an organization and you need to get to it, but maybe it's only just a fraction of the data that is important in that case. This is another good pro for doing a remote collection is that as forensic analysts, we know exactly what kind of file or system file we need to get the answers to the question that the client is asking. And in that case, remote collections allow us to triage data. So we can really get rid of the 90-something% of data that really has no relevance to a project. And we can really focus in on getting just the data that's relevant. I know cybersecurity has been doing that for a bit, and a lot of organizations are trending to that. Let's get that 1% of data that gets us the 99% of questions answered. And remote collections is something where we can, excel at that and be really efficient at.